and welcome. If you've ever felt nervous speaking English, if your voice trembles, if you notice people don't take your words seriously, then you're not alone. The truth is, it's not your grammar or vocabulary holding you back. You might have studied English for years, learned every rule, memorized countless words, yet when you speak, your confidence disappears. Why? Because confidence isn't about knowing every word or getting every sentence perfect. It's about how you show up when you speak. In this video, you're going to learn how to speak English in a way that makes people listen, respect, and remember you. You'll learn to sound confident, powerful, and clear, even if your vocabulary is simple. You'll discover that confidence comes from your posture, your voice, the way you pace your speech, and the way you choose your words, not from complex grammar. Imagine this. You walk into a room and say a simple sentence like, "I'm learning English." Now, depending on how you say it, you can sound unsure, apologetic, or nervous. Or you can sound calm, clear, and confident, like someone whose words matter. The words are the same, but the delivery makes all the difference. That's the power you're going to unlock in this video. We'll cover step-by-step methods to transform your English speaking from nervous and shaky to confident and persuasive. You'll learn how to sit or stand in a way that instantly communicates confidence. Speak slowly and clearly so your words land with power. Train your voice like a muscle so it becomes stable, expressive, and authoritative. Stop apologizing for your English and speak with purpose. Use strong sentence starters and mental preparation to own every conversation. Expand your vocabulary with precise and emotional words to make your speech more impactful. Use metaphors and emotional expression to connect naturally with your audience. By the end of this video, you'll not only speak English more confidently, you'll start thinking in English with a mindset that commands attention. Every sentence you say will feel intentional. Every word you speak will carry weight. You'll understand that confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you train, practice, and develop over time. So, before we dive in, I want you to take a moment and make a promise to yourself. Promise that you're here to grow. Promise that you're ready to change the way you speak. Confidence doesn't happen by accident. It comes from practice, awareness, and applying the right strategies every single day. Stay with me till the end, take notes, and most importantly, act on what you learn. Because this isn't just another English lesson. This is a roadmap to speaking English like someone who belongs, someone who is heard, someone who leads. Are you ready? Let's begin. When it comes to speaking English confidently, many learners focus on grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation. They spend hours memorizing words, practicing sentences, and listening to native speakers. But here's the truth that most people overlook. Confidence starts in the body, not the mouth. Your posture, your stance, your physical presence, these are the first signs of whether you'll sound confident or unsure. Think about it. When you see someone standing tall, shoulders back, head held high, what's your impression? You immediately sense authority, strength, and self-assurance. Now think of someone slouched, looking down, shoulders hunched. Even if they speak perfect English, your brain automatically perceives uncertainty, hesitation, or insecurity. That's because body language is the first language of confidence, and your audience notices it before you even speak a single word. So, how do you make your body say, "I am confident," even before opening your mouth? Let's break it down into actionable steps you can practice daily. 1. Sit or stand tall. Start with your spine. Whether you're sitting at a desk, standing in front of a group, or talking on a video call, keep your back straight and long. Imagine a string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Avoid slouching forward or leaning backward. A tall spine immediately signals strength and readiness to your brain and to everyone around you. 2. Open your shoulders. Crossed arms or rounded shoulders send a message of hiding, hesitation, or lack of energy. Uncross your arms, relax your shoulders, and slightly pull them back. This opens your chest and creates space for your voice to expand. When your chest is open, your breathing improves, which makes your voice stronger and more resonant. 3. lift your chin slightly. Many learners instinctively look down when speaking English, whether out of nervousness or self-consciousness, but looking down signals doubt. Keep your chin slightly up, aligned with your spine. Look forward as if speaking to someone eye to eye. This doesn't mean staring aggressively. It's about presence and engagement. Eye contact, even briefly, communicates confidence. 4. Ground yourself. Plant your feet firmly on the floor if you're standing, or both feet flat on the ground if sitting. Feel the stability beneath you. This grounding provides a subtle but powerful sense of control. Your brain interprets this stability as safety, allowing you to speak more calmly and clearly. 5. Breathe deeply before speaking. Take one conscious deep breath before you start talking. This fills your lungs, opens your chest, and signals to your nervous system that you're ready. A calm, steady breath supports a calm, steady voice. Now let's look at examples of how posture changes your presence. Slouched posture example. Imagine someone introducing themselves with shoulders rounded, head down, hands folded or hidden. They say, "Hi, I'm Nick. I'm learning English." Even if the words are correct, the delivery feels weak, apologetic, and unsure. Listeners may tune out, interrupt, or subconsciously question the speaker's authority. Confident posture example. Now imagine the same person standing upright, shoulders relaxed and open, chest lifted, chin slightly up. They say, "Hi, I'm Nick. I'm learning English." The words are identical, but the energy is completely different. The speaker sounds calm, collected, and credible. Listeners pay attention. They feel the presence, not just the words. Here's a daily posture routine you can practice. Stand in front of a mirror for 1 to 2 minutes. Align your spine, open your shoulders, lift your chin slightly, and plant your feet firmly. Take a deep breath and say a simple sentence like, "I am confident today," or "I am learning English." Observe how your voice sounds different when your posture is strong versus slouched. Key principle. Your brain always watches your body. If your body is closed, your brain thinks you're not safe and signals caution. If your body is open and strong, your brain signals confidence and your voice naturally follows. This is why professional speakers, teachers, actors, and TED presenters train their bodies first, not just their words. Even a 30-second habit before speaking can change everything. Stand or sit up straight. Open your shoulders. Lift your chin slightly. Plant your feet. Take one deep breath. Smile subtly. Speak with calm energy. Every sentence you say after this posture check will carry more weight. Even a simple, "Can I get a glass of water?" becomes a statement of presence and confidence. The goal is to make your body the foundation of your voice. Once your posture is strong, everything else, tone, speed, word choice, falls into place naturally. Remember, confidence is physical first, verbal second. You don't wait for fluency to feel confident. You start with your body, and your brain, voice, and words follow. Practice posture daily, in front of a mirror, during calls, or while speaking with friends. Over time, it will become automatic, and your English will sound powerful even before you finish your first sentence. Once your posture is strong, the next secret to sounding confident in English is slowing down your speech. Most learners make the mistake of rushing when they speak. They panic when there's a pause, try to finish sentences quickly, or talk faster than their brain can process. But here's the truth. Fast speaking equals nervous energy, while slow speaking equals confident energy. Think about some of the most powerful leaders, actors, or public speakers you know. They don't rush. Every word, every pause, every breath has purpose. They speak slowly and deliberately, and that makes their speech feel authoritative, calm, and confident. You can do the same, and the results are immediate. When you slow down, you give your brain time to think in English. You reduce mistakes, hesitation, and the fear of saying something wrong. Your sentences become smoother, your ideas clearer, and your voice stronger. Fast speech often sounds like uncertainty. Slow speech signals control. Even if your vocabulary is simple, slowing down makes your words land with power. Here's a simple before and after example. Fast, nervous speech. I really enjoyed watching that movie yesterday. It was, good, I think. Yeah, it was fine. Slow, confident speech. I really enjoyed watching that movie yesterday. It was exciting, well-paced, and memorable. Notice the difference? Same sentence, but the slow version carries weight, clarity, and authority. You sound calm, confident, and credible. People listen. Your ideas are respected. Now let's make this practical with daily exercises to control your rhythm. 1. Read aloud slowly. Pick a short paragraph from a book, article, or blog. Read it aloud at half your normal speed. Focus on pronouncing each word clearly. Pause slightly at commas and periods. Feel the weight of each sentence. Don't rush to finish. 2. Pause after each sentence. After reading a sentence, pause for 2 to 3 seconds before moving on. This helps your brain process the information and trains your mind to stay calm. It also gives your listener time to absorb what you've said. Silence is not your enemy, it's your tool. 3. Record and listen. Use your phone or computer to record yourself speaking slowly. Play it back and ask, does it sound confident, clear, calm, or does it still feel rushed? Repeat until slow, clear, intentional speech becomes natural. 4. Practice intentional breathing. Before starting a sentence, take one deep breath. This ensures your voice has power, steadiness, and resonance. It also naturally slows you down. Every pause, every breath, every word adds presence to your speech. 5. Speak with emphasis. Highlight key words in your sentences by slightly pausing before them or adding subtle stress. For example, I really enjoyed watching that movie yesterday. Emphasizing the right words gives your speech rhythm and impact. Let's see how this works in everyday English conversations. Rushed version. I want to say that, learning English is important. Slow, confident version. I want to share that learning English is incredibly valuable. It opens doors to new opportunities and connections. The second version feels clear, intentional, and persuasive. You've taken control of your speech, your rhythm, and your message. Here's a daily 5-minute slow speech drill. Choose 2 to 3 short sentences or questions. Speak them aloud slowly, pausing for 2 to 3 seconds after each sentence. Record yourself, then replay to check clarity and calmness. Repeat 3 to 5 times, gradually making the speech natural rather than forced. Important mindset tip. Slow speaking doesn't mean boring or robotic. It means intentional, calm, and persuasive. It signals to your brain and your listeners that your words matter. You're in control. You're not panicking. You're leading the conversation, even with basic English. By consistently practicing slow speech, you'll notice several changes. Fewer mistakes, because your brain has time to process. More clarity, because each word is deliberate. Stronger, calmer voice, because you're breathing intentionally. Higher listener engagement, because people understand and follow you. Remember, every confident English speaker, whether on TED Talks, YouTube, or in real-life meetings, owns their pauses. They speak with calm energy, letting each word land. Your goal is the same. Let your words breathe, let your ideas land, and let your voice carry authority. Start today. Slow down, pause, breathe, speak with intention. Your English will not just sound better, it will feel powerful, confident, and unforgettable. Now that your posture is strong and your speech is slow and deliberate, it's time to focus on your voice. Many English learners underestimate the power of their voice. They think confidence comes from perfect grammar, pronunciation, or vocabulary. But here's the secret. Your voice is the instrument of your confidence, and it can be trained like any other muscle in your body. Your voice isn't magic. It's not something you're born with. It's a muscle group that includes your diaphragm, lungs, throat, jaw, and mouth. Just like going to the gym strengthens your arms or legs, exercising your voice makes it stronger, clearer, and more controlled. When your voice is trained, even simple English sentences sound powerful, expressive, and convincing. Let's break down the key elements of a strong, confident voice. Voice strength. A weak voice makes your English sound unsure, soft, or apologetic. People may struggle to hear you, or worse, they may subconsciously think your words aren't important. Strengthening your voice ensures that every word lands with clarity and authority. Clarity. Clarity is about pronouncing words distinctly so your listener understands you easily. Clear speech removes ambiguity and builds credibility. It also boosts your confidence. When people understand you, you feel more in control of the conversation. Stability. A stable voice doesn't shake, wobble, or trail off mid-sentence. Stability conveys calm, preparation, and confidence. Your listeners sense it even if they don't consciously notice. Now let's make this practical with exercises you can do daily. Daily voice exercises. Voice warm-ups. Stand in front of a mirror, take a deep breath, then speak 10 to 20 simple English sentences out loud. Exaggerate the mouth movements, open your jaw fully, and focus on making each word resonate. Example sentences. I am ready to speak clearly today. Every sentence I say will sound powerful. I am not afraid to make mistakes. Say them slowly, loudly, and with intention. This wakes up your vocal muscles and prepares them for more complex speaking. Chest versus throat speaking. Many learners speak from the throat when nervous. This makes the voice sound small, tight, and shaky. Instead, speak from your chest. When you take a deep breath, imagine your voice vibrating in your chest, not your throat. This creates a richer, warmer, and more authoritative tone. Try this. Take a deep breath, place your hand lightly on your chest, and say, I am learning English. I have the right to speak. Feel the vibration in your chest. Repeat 5 to 10 times. Over time, this becomes natural, and your voice automatically carries presence and confidence. Tongue twisters for clarity and agility. Tongue twisters strengthen your mouth and jaw muscles, improving pronunciation and speed control. Start slowly, then gradually increase speed without losing clarity. Examples: red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry. She sells seashells by the seashore. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. Repeat each 5 to 10 times daily. These exercises unlock your mouth, remove fear of difficult sounds, and improve articulation. Record and track progress. Use your phone to record 2 to 3 minutes of yourself speaking about your day, ideas, or opinions. Listen carefully. Am I loud enough? Is my voice steady and clear? Do I pause naturally? Do I sound confident or hesitant? The key is observation, not judgment. Identify what works and improve daily. Even 5 minutes of consistent practice strengthens your vocal muscles and builds automatic confidence. Why this matters? A strong voice gives power to even the simplest sentences. Compare, I really like this movie, in terms of soft, trailing, and unsure. Strong, I really enjoyed this movie. It was exciting and unforgettable. Even with basic vocabulary, a strong voice makes your speech feel professional, persuasive, and memorable. Your audience doesn't just hear your words, they feel your presence. Daily routine summary. Warm up with 10 to 20 sentences. Practice chest-focused breathing and speaking. Do tongue twisters for 5 to 10 minutes. Record yourself and listen. Adjust tone, clarity, and volume. By training your voice every day, you create a solid foundation for confident English. It doesn't happen overnight, but consistency pays off. In just 1 to 2 weeks, your voice will feel stronger, your sentences will flow smoother, and your presence will naturally command attention. Remember, your voice is your power. Train it like a muscle, and it will carry your words with authority, clarity, and confidence, no matter what English level you're at. At this stage, your posture is strong, your speech is deliberate, and your voice is trained. But many English learners still struggle with one invisible barrier to confidence, the sorry tone. This is a subtle habit that undermines your credibility and presence, even if your grammar and vocabulary are perfect. The sorry tone is the voice of hesitation, doubt, and insecurity. You've probably noticed it in yourself or others. It happens especially when speaking to fluent English speakers, authority figures, or native speakers. Phrases like, "Sorry, my English isn't good," "Sorry if I said something wrong," "I think maybe," "I'm not sure." Even if the words are polite, the underlying tone signals fear, weakness, or self-doubt. Your sentences may rise at the end like a question. Your words may be soft or trailing, and your body may shrink slightly. You appear apologetic before you even begin expressing your ideas. And this subtly tells your brain and everyone listening that your words are not important. Why this is a problem? People may ignore you, interrupt, or underestimate your ideas. You reinforce a mental habit of insecurity in your brain. Even strong vocabulary or good grammar can feel powerless. You reduce your own ability to express thoughts clearly and confidently. So how do we break the sorry habit and replace it with confidence? The solution is simple but powerful. Speak from purpose, not from fear. Step 1. Stop starting with apologies. Instead of, "Sorry, my English isn't good," try, "I'm still improving my English, but I'll share my idea. Here's my perspective on this topic. I'd like to contribute my thoughts." This small shift changes everything. You're telling your brain, "I have the right to speak. I am in control." Your words now signal confidence, not fear. Step 2. Replace weak phrases with strong alternatives. Many learners rely on fillers, hedging words, or softeners like maybe, I think, just, kind of, actually. These words are fine in casual conversation, but overuse can weaken your presence. Replace them with clarity and authority. Instead of, "I think maybe we can," in my opinion, we can. Instead of, "just wanted to say," in "here's my thought." Instead of, "kind of, I believe," in "I believe." Strong openers set the tone for the entire sentence. They give your brain permission to deliver your message fully, without hesitation. Step 3. Speak from the chest, not the throat. When you're nervous, your voice tends to come from the throat, small, tight, shaky. To counteract this, take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and speak from the chest. The vibration from your chest creates warmth, stability, and authority. Your words will feel powerful even if your English is basic. Try this exercise. Take a deep breath. Place a hand lightly on your chest. Speak a full sentence like, "I am learning English. I have the right to speak." Feel the vibration in your chest, not your throat. Repeat 5 to 10 times daily. This trains your body and your brain to deliver words with confidence and purpose. Step 4. Replace fear with purpose. Every time you feel nervous while speaking, ask yourself, "Why am I speaking?" Shift from performing or seeking approval to contributing your ideas. Speak to express your thoughts, feelings, or knowledge, not to impress or avoid mistakes. Use this mantra: I am not sorry for learning. I am proud of growing. My words matter, and I have the right to share them. Repeat it silently before conversations, calls, or presentations. Over time, it rewires your brain to associate English speaking with confidence, not fear. Daily practice routine. Identify sorry phrases you use most. Replace them with confident alternatives. Stand or sit with strong posture. Take a deep breath. Speak 5 sentences aloud, consciously removing apologetic tone. Record yourself and listen. Adjust volume, tone, and energy. Before and after examples. Before: sorry, I think my English is not good. I just wanted to share. After: here's my thought. I am learning English and happy to share it with you. Notice the energy difference? One sentence is hesitant and apologetic. The other is clear, purposeful, and confident. Key principle: confidence is not about perfect grammar or advanced vocabulary. It's about how you show up. Remove the sorry tone, speak with intention, and your words carry authority. By practicing this daily, you'll stop apologizing for your English, start taking ownership of your voice, and naturally sound confident, even in stressful situations or conversations with native speakers.
By now, your posture is strong, your pace is controlled, your voice is trained, and you've removed the sorry tone. But there's one more secret that can dramatically boost your confidence and presence in English conversations: the power of your sentence opener. The first few words you say determine how others perceive you. They set the tone for your confidence, clarity, and authority. Think about it. When someone speaks, we subconsciously judge their confidence in the first 3 to 5 words. A weak, hesitant start immediately signals uncertainty, while a strong, clear opening grabs attention and establishes presence. Many learners overlook this, starting sentences with fillers or hedging phrases like, I think maybe, well, I'm not sure, but just wanted to say. Even if the rest of the sentence is excellent, the weak opening can undermine everything. This is why practicing power openers is critical. Step 1. Understand what makes a strong opener. A strong sentence starter is direct, clear, confident. Some examples of weak versus strong openers. Weak: I think maybe we could try. Strong: here's my suggestion. Weak: well, I'm not sure, but. Strong: in my experience. Weak: just wanted to say. Strong: let me explain. Notice the difference? Strong openers eliminate hesitation, command attention, and set the stage for confident communication. Step 2. Practice daily mirror drills. Mirrors are powerful tools for training presence and confidence. They allow you to see your posture, facial expressions, and body language while speaking. Here's a simple routine. Stand in front of a mirror, take a deep breath, open your chest, and lift your chin slightly. Speak 5 strong openers aloud, clearly and slowly. Examples: here's the way I see it. Let me share my thought. I've noticed that. In my opinion, this is what I've observed. Repeat this routine daily for 5 to 10 minutes. Focus on strong eye contact, calm energy, and steady breathing. Over time, these power openers will become automatic. Your brain will learn to launch every sentence with clarity, control, and authority. Step 3. Combine openers with posture, voice, and slow speech. A power opener works best when it's paired with the techniques you've already learned. Stand or sit tall. Speak from your chest, not throat. Speak slowly and deliberately. Maintain calm eye contact. Example in practice. Without training,
I think maybe watching movies is helpful for English. Hesitant, low energy. With Power Opener, in my opinion, watching movies is a great way to improve English. Here's why. Strong, confident, clear. Even if your English level is beginner, using strong sentence starters creates the impression of a fluent, confident speaker. Step 4. Turn it into a daily habit. Every morning, speak 5 power openers in front of the mirror. Record yourself using them in real sentences about your day, opinions, or experiences. Listen for clarity, confidence, and energy. Adjust if your voice or posture weakens. Challenge yourself to use at least one power opener in every conversation during the day. Examples for different contexts. Casual conversation. Here's what I think about that topic. Professional meeting. In my experience, this method works best. Storytelling. Let me share a quick story from my day. Opinion sharing. This is what I believe. Notice how each opener immediately signals authority, focus, and purpose. Listeners pay attention. Your brain and body feel in control. Confidence becomes visible. Key mindset shift. Confidence lives in the first 5 words of your sentence. Make them count. Every time you practice, remind yourself, your goal is to grab attention, establish authority, and lead the conversation from the very start. By consistently practicing power openers, you'll notice a transformation. Conversations feel easier, you're listened to more attentively, your ideas land clearly and persuasively. Fear and hesitation diminish naturally. Remember, confidence isn't about the number of words you know, it's about how you start each sentence, the energy you carry, and the presence you project. Master your openers, and you'll speak like someone worth listening to, even if your English is still improving.
By now, you've strengthened your posture, slowed your speech, trained your voice, removed the sorry tone, and mastered power openers. But there's still a key habit that separates confident English speakers from hesitant learners: collecting your words before speaking. This step is less about grammar or vocabulary. It's about mental preparation, clarity, and thoughtfulness. Many learners make the mistake of reacting too quickly in conversation. They feel pressure to respond immediately, especially in discussions or interviews. This often leads to incomplete sentences, nervous fillers like or pauses that feel panicked, repetition, or switching words mid-sentence. Even if your English level is high, your delivery can feel weak, rushed, or unclear. Collecting your words is a mental discipline that gives you control over your speech, reduces fear, and boosts confidence. Step 1. Pause before speaking. Before you say anything, take a deep breath. Even a short pause of 2 to 3 seconds gives your brain time to process the question or topic, organize your thoughts, frame your sentence clearly. This pause is not hesitation, it's preparation. Confident speakers don't rush, they think first, then speak. Step 2. Frame your message mentally. Once you've paused, frame your response in your mind. Ask yourself, what is the main idea I want to express? What example or reason supports my idea? Which words will make my point clear and confident? You don't need perfect grammar in your head, just a clear, structured thought. This mental framing prevents mid-sentence confusion, reduces fillers, and makes your delivery more polished. Step 3. Organize your sentences. Think of each sentence as a mini-structure. Start with a strong opener, see Step 5. Express your main idea clearly. Add supporting details or examples. Conclude confidently. Example. Question. Why do you want to learn English? Weak response. I think maybe it's good, because I don't know. Collected and confident response. In my opinion, learning English is essential because it gives access to global knowledge and opportunities. I practice every day to improve my skills and feel confident speaking.
Notice the difference? The collected response is clear, complete, and purposeful. Step 4. Daily exercises to train your brain. 1. Pause and think drill. Ask yourself a question. Example, what did you do yesterday? Pause for 3 seconds before answering. Mentally organize your response. Speak it aloud slowly and clearly. Record yourself and listen for clarity, completeness, and confidence. 2. Frame and speak routine. Take any short paragraph from a book, article, or blog. Read the paragraph silently first. Pause, frame your understanding in your own words. Speak the paragraph aloud as if explaining it to a friend. Focus on logical order, smooth flow, and steady voice. 3. Think in 3 steps. Whenever asked a question, use this mental checklist. Step 1. Pause for a deep breath. Step 2. Frame your idea silently. Step 3. Speak clearly with intention. Step 5. Why this works. You reduce stress and panic during conversations. Your sentences become complete and fluent. Nervous fillers disappear naturally. Even simple English sounds confident and professional. Step 6. Make it a habit. Practice every day in real conversations or solo exercises. Challenge yourself to pause and collect your words before answering questions in class or meetings, participating in discussions, responding in casual conversations. With consistent practice, this will become automatic. Your brain will no longer panic, and your speech will flow naturally with clarity and authority. Key principle: confident speakers think first, then speak. By pausing, framing, and organizing your sentences, you deliver your ideas clearly, calmly, and persuasively, even under pressure. Remember, fluency is not just about fast speaking, it's about clear, intentional communication. When you collect your words before speaking, every sentence carries weight, purpose, and confidence. So far, we've strengthened your posture, slowed your speech, trained your voice, removed the sorry tone, mastered power openers, and learned to collect your words before speaking. Now, it's time to focus on the words you choose. The language you use, especially when expressing emotion or opinion, can make the difference between sounding hesitant or commanding attention. Many English learners rely on a small set of safe, basic words: good, bad, nice, very interesting, okay. There's nothing inherently wrong with these words, but overuse makes your English sound flat, generic, or basic. To sound confident, expressive, and persuasive, you need precision in your vocabulary. A well-chosen word communicates emotion, thought, and intention instantly. Step 1. Understand the power of expressive words. Expressive, precise words allow you to show intelligence and clarity, create emotional connection with your listener, communicate your ideas efficiently, sound more confident even with simple grammar. For example, instead of good, say exceptional, impressive, valuable. Instead of bad, say frustrating, disappointing, ineffective. Instead of very interesting, say thought-provoking, insightful, captivating. Notice how each replacement adds weight and emotion to your sentence. Even simple sentences now carry authority and clarity. Step 2. Start a personal power word journal. A power word journal is a tool to systematically expand your vocabulary. Here's how to do it. Choose 5 new expressive words each week. Write down the word, meaning, and 2 to 3 sentence examples. Practice using them in real conversation. Replace one basic word per day with a new expressive alternative. Review and repeat. At the end of the week, reflect on which words felt natural, which need more practice, and adjust your usage. Example journal entry. Word, frustrating. Meaning, causing irritation or annoyance. Example sentence: "It was frustrating when the project was delayed, but I learned to adapt quickly." Over time, this habit builds a library of high-impact words you can use confidently in speech. Step 3. Daily exercises to expand emotional vocabulary. Replace basic words in sentences. Take any sentence you normally say in English and replace weak words with precise alternatives. Basic: "I had a good day at work." Precise: "I had an inspiring and productive day at work." Read rich content actively. Books, blogs, news articles, and TED Talk transcripts are full of expressive vocabulary. As you read, underline strong words, write them in your journal, and repeat them aloud. Contextual practice. When discussing your day, feelings, or opinions, consciously choose words that express emotion and meaning clearly. For example, instead of "I was tired," say "I felt exhausted after a challenging day." Instead of "The movie was nice," say "The movie was thought-provoking and captivating." Mini replacement exercise. Each day, pick one basic word you often use and replace it with a stronger alternative in conversation. Repeat this for 7 days. By the end of the week, your speech becomes richer and more confident. Step 4. Why this matters for confidence. Confidence is not just in how loudly or clearly you speak, it's in the impact of your words. When you speak with precise, emotionally rich language, listeners pay more attention. You feel more capable expressing your thoughts. Your sentences land with power, even if your grammar is still developing. You naturally sound like a leader, someone who knows what they're saying. Step 5. Real-world examples. Instead of "The presentation was good, but I was a bit nervous," say "The presentation was impressive, and I felt a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation." Instead of "I had a bad experience with that task," say "The task was frustrating and challenging, but I learned a valuable lesson." The difference is clear. Even simple experiences now sound impactful and confident. Step 6. Make it a daily habit. Add 5 new expressive words weekly to your Power Word journal. Practice them in sentences aloud, focusing on clear pronunciation, slow speech, and confident delivery. Replace one basic word per day in real conversations. Reflect at the end of each week. Which words felt natural? Which need reinforcement? Key principle: you don't need hundreds of fancy words. You need 10 to 20 strong, expressive words used consistently every day. These words become part of your natural speech, adding clarity, emotion, and authority to everything you say. By building a vocabulary of emotion and precision, you'll communicate not just meaning, but presence. Your English will sound confident, intentional, and expressive, regardless of your level. Up to this point, you've mastered posture, slow speech, voice strength, removed the sorry tone, practiced power openers, collected your words, and built a vocabulary of emotion and precision. Now it's time to elevate your English even further. Metaphors. This step transforms simple sentences into memorable, vivid, and emotionally powerful communication. A metaphor is a way of describing something by comparing it to something else, often in a creative, visual, or emotional way. It allows your listener to see and feel what you mean, rather than just hear words. This technique instantly makes you sound confident, intelligent, and expressive, even if your English level is basic. Step 1. Why metaphors matter for confidence. Using metaphors shows deeper understanding. You're not just repeating facts, you're interpreting and feeling them. Creativity. You think beyond literal translation. Connection. Listeners experience your message emotionally, which makes your speech memorable. Fluency. Metaphors require thinking in English, not translating from your native language, which naturally improves fluency. For example, compare these sentences. Literal. Learning English is hard. Metaphor. Learning English feels like climbing a mountain barefoot, but every step makes you stronger. Both sentences convey the same idea, but the second sentence creates a mental image, evokes emotion, shows resilience and confidence. Step 2. Learn to think in pictures. Begin training your brain to create metaphors. Pick a topic: learning English, fear of public speaking, personal growth, a challenge you faced. Ask yourself, what can this feeling or experience be compared to? Create a vivid mental picture. Express it in a sentence using the metaphor. Examples. Topic: fear of speaking English. Metaphor: speaking English felt like standing on a stage with a million eyes watching me, even when I was alone. Topic: progress. Metaphor: improving my English felt like planting seeds in winter. No signs at first, but growth comes quietly. Topic: nervousness. I felt like a kite in a storm, tossed by the wind, but holding on to the string of my effort. Notice how each metaphor communicates emotion, confidence, and depth, qualities that simple literal language cannot. Step 3. Daily metaphor exercises. Observe great speakers. Watch TED Talks, interviews, movies, or podcasts. Listen for phrases like, "it felt like," "I imagined it was as if." Write your own metaphors. Every day, pick a topic from your life and turn it into a metaphor. Start simple and add emotional or visual detail. Practice aloud. Speak your metaphor with clear voice, confident posture, and expressive tone. Feel the meaning in your chest, not just your throat. Step 4. Combine metaphors with other steps. A metaphor becomes even more powerful when combined with posture, stand tall, open chest, show readiness, slow speech, allow the metaphor to land naturally, voice training, speak from your chest with calm, confident energy, emotionally rich vocabulary, use precise, expressive words to enhance the image. Example in practice. Without training, I was nervous before my presentation. Flat, weak. With training and combined techniques, before my presentation, I felt like a tightrope walker above a city skyline, each step deliberate, my heart racing, but I focused and moved forward with purpose. Vivid, confident, engaging. Step 5. Why this improves fluency and confidence. You think in English, not translate word for word. Your sentences naturally become longer, smoother, and more structured. You speak with emotion and intention, which makes listeners believe in your message. Even simple grammar feels advanced because your communication carries depth. Step 6. Make it a daily habit. Every day, write one metaphor about a personal experience, feeling, or opinion. Speak it aloud slowly and clearly with posture, voice, and expressive tone. Record yourself and listen. Adjust for clarity, confidence, and emotion. Gradually, aim to include metaphors in conversations, presentations, and storytelling. Key principle. Confidence is not just about speaking English correctly. It's about speaking in a way that makes people feel, visualize, and connect with your words. Metaphors do exactly that. They transform basic sentences into memorable, persuasive, and authoritative communication. By practicing metaphors daily, you train your brain to think creatively in English, express complex ideas simply, speak with authenticity, presence, and authority. Even if your English grammar is still developing, using metaphors will make you sound fluent, confident, and intelligent. This is a high-level skill that separates ordinary speakers from compelling, unforgettable communicators.
You've learned to fix your posture, slow your speech, train your voice, remove the sorry tone, master power openers, collect your words, build emotional vocabulary, and use metaphors. Now comes the step that truly separates average English speakers from confident, memorable communicators: feeling your English. Many learners focus entirely on saying the right words. They worry about grammar, vocabulary, or pronunciation. But even when they say something technically correct, their speech can feel flat, robotic, and disconnected. The truth is, people don't just listen to words, they feel your energy, emotion, and presence. Step 1. Why feeling matters. When you speak with emotion, your voice naturally rises and falls, creating rhythm and expressiveness. Your body supports your message through gestures, posture, and facial expressions. Listeners sense authenticity and connect with your message on a deeper level. Even simple sentences gain power, presence, and memorability. For example, flat English: I am really happy about my progress. Neutral, robotic. Felt English: I felt so alive and proud when I finally completed that project. Vivid, engaging, confident. Notice how adding emotion transforms your speech. It communicates confidence, authenticity, and authority, even if your grammar is basic. Step 2. Connect your body to your words. Emotion is physical. Your body and voice are instruments that communicate what your words mean. Stand or sit with a stable, upright posture. Open your chest and take deep breaths. Allow natural gestures, hand movements, facial expressions, nods, or smiles. Speak from your chest, not your throat, so your voice carries warmth and stability. When your body and words align, your English feels alive. You are not just reading or reciting, you are experiencing and expressing. Step 3. Exercises to feel your English. Emotional reading exercise. Pick a sentence from a book, blog, or article. Read it aloud 3 different ways: excited, angry, sad. Observe how your voice, facial expressions, and gestures change. Daily story practice. Talk about your day, a memory, a challenge, or a lesson learned. Focus on how you felt during each moment. Speak aloud with slow, deliberate words, chest-focused voice, and expressive gestures. Mirror practice. Speak in front of a mirror. Observe your facial expressions, body movements, and eye contact. Adjust so your emotions match the meaning of your words. Record and review. Record 1 to 2 minutes of yourself speaking naturally about a personal experience. Listen and note. Does your voice rise and fall naturally? Do your words convey feeling? Does your body and face express what your words mean? Repeat daily to track progress. Step 4. Choose emotional vocabulary. Combine this step with Step 7, vocabulary of emotion and precision, for maximum effect. Even simple sentences feel alive when paired with words that capture feelings accurately. Instead of "I was tired," say "I felt drained after that intense meeting, but also motivated to finish my work." Instead of "I was nervous," say "My heart raced like a drum before the presentation, but I kept my focus and moved forward." Step 5. The difference between speaking and feeling English. Speaking only, you may be grammatically correct, but the delivery feels dull. Listeners may not engage or remember your words. Feeling English, your sentences breathe, resonate, and leave an impression. Even beginners can command attention because their communication is alive.
Step 6. Make it a daily habit. Every day, choose one meaningful topic. Speak aloud about it with chest-focused voice, upright posture, natural gestures, expressive vocabulary. Record your speech, listen, and adjust. Over time, this becomes second nature, speaking English with emotion, presence, and authority. Step 7. Key principle. Confidence in English is not just about correctness, it is about presence, intention, and emotion. When you feel your English, your voice gains natural rhythm, your body and words align, your message becomes memorable and persuasive. You exude confidence from the inside out. Remember this sentence to guide your practice. Don't just speak English, practice being present in English. Feel what you say, believe in your words, speak like every sentence matters. By internalizing this principle, every word you speak carries power, clarity, and confidence. Your English is no longer just learned, it's owned. Congratulations! You've reached the final part of this video where we bring together everything you've learned so far. By now, you've explored posture, slow speech, voice training, removing the sorry tone, power openers, collecting your words, building emotional vocabulary, using metaphors, and feeling your English. All these steps are powerful individually, but true confidence comes from combining them every day. Let's do a full review and practice session. This is how you turn all these steps into a single, powerful routine that trains your brain, body, and voice to speak English with confidence. Step 1. Posture check. Stand or sit up straight, spine long and tall. Open your shoulders and chest. Plant your feet firmly on the ground. Lift your chin slightly. Practice tip. Take a deep breath and feel the energy flow from your chest. This is your foundation. Confidence always starts here. Step 2. Slow down. Speak deliberately and clearly. Pause after every phrase. Let each word land with weight and meaning. Practice tip. Choose a short paragraph or sentence. Read it aloud slowly. Record yourself and notice how clarity and confidence improve. Step 3. Voice training. Speak from your chest, not your throat. Use tongue twisters to open your mouth and strengthen articulation. Record 1 to 2 minutes daily, focusing on projection, tone, and stability. Practice tip. Repeat sentences like, I am ready to speak clearly today. Every sentence I say will sound powerful. Feel your voice vibrate and grow stronger. Step 4. Remove the sorry tone. Replace apologetic phrases with confident alternatives. Speak from purpose, not fear. Practice tip. Instead of saying, sorry, my English is not good, say, I am learning English and I'll share my thoughts. Step 5. Power openers. Start your sentences with clear, strong words. Examples, here's what I think. In my experience, let me explain why. Practice tip. Each morning, speak 5 power openers in front of the mirror. Repeat daily until it becomes automatic. Step 6. Collect your words. Pause before speaking. Organize your thoughts and frame your message mentally. Speak only when your brain is ready. Practice tip. Ask yourself, what is the one idea I want to convey? Then speak it slowly and confidently. Step 7. Emotional and precise vocabulary. Replace basic words with powerful alternatives. Examples, instead of good, use exceptional, insightful, or valuable. Practice tip. Keep a personal power word journal. Each week, choose 5 new words and practice using them in conversation. Step 8. Metaphors. Transform simple sentences into vivid, memorable expressions. Examples. Learning English felt like planting seeds in winter. No signs at first, but growth comes quietly. Practice tip. Turn one personal experience or feeling into a metaphor daily. Speak it aloud with energy and presence. Step 9. Feel your English. Align body, voice, and emotion with your words. Express feelings through tone, gestures, and facial expressions. Practice tip. Speak about a meaningful topic each day. Record yourself, observe your expression, and adjust until your speech feels alive. Integrated daily routine. Posture check plus deep breath. Speak 1 to 2 slow sentences aloud. Practice 5 power openers. Record 1 to 2 minutes expressing emotion and metaphors. Use 3 to 5 new power words in sentences. Reflect on improvement, then repeat. If you follow this routine consistently, you will notice dramatic improvement in your confidence, fluency, and presence. Your English will stop sounding basic and start commanding attention, even if your grammar is still developing. Now it's time to combine all steps and put everything into daily practice. Daily routine. Posture check plus deep breath. Slow, deliberate sentences. 5 power openers. Record 1 to 2 minutes expressing emotion and metaphors. Use 3 to 5 new power words in sentences. Reflect on improvement, then repeat. Confidence in English is not about perfection, it's about presence, intention, and courage. Every step you've learned is a tool, but the key is daily practice and conscious application. Speak slowly, stand tall, use your chest voice, feel your words, express emotion, and let metaphors and power words elevate your speech. If you're serious about transforming your English and speaking like a leader, hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe right now. Join a community of learners who aren't just memorizing words, they're owning their voice every single day. Remember, you don't just speak English, you own it. Stand tall, breathe, speak with clarity, and make every word count. Start today, and every conversation will be a step closer to speaking English with true confidence and authority.